Hello FPL managers, today we are talking about the knee-jerk reaction coming into Game Week 2. This is essentially where we look at the most transferred in and transferred out players by FPL managers so far this game week and make a recommendation to you guys as to whether or not you should go with the crowd and bring these players into your teams or release them from your squads. If you guys want to get the extra edge this FPL season, then click the top link in the description to get yourselves a 65% off Fantasy Football Fix Premium and also get yourselves a free strategy guide. So just before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to show your support for the channel as we're trying to hit 4K subscribers by Game Week 5. Also click that notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads, and with that being said, let's get into the video. So starting off with the most transferred in players coming into Game Week 2, beginning with Paul Pogba. Pogba is coming in at £7.5 million and recorded a very impressive 16 points in Game Week 1 as he got himself 4 assists in United's 5-1 thrashing of Leeds United. With a 6.5% ownership, Pogba is fairly differential. This has obviously risen recently as he has seen over 140,000 managers move him in. This does make him the most popular transfer in coming into Game Week 2, and it is clear to see why. Pogba also had some nice underlying numbers in his game against Leeds, as he had a 0.27 XG and a 0.68 expected assists. Over the span of the game, he recorded 2 shots, one of which was on target, and also attempted 5 assists, 4 of which he converted. Pogba was playing quite attacking against Leeds United, but Manchester United do have a couple of attacking players that were out. The likes of Sancho and Martial didn't start the game as they weren't at full fitness, so I do think once they come back into the side, it could see Pogba occupy a more defensive position. This would obviously be detrimental to his points as he was playing quite attacking against Leeds, and I do think if he drops into a more shallow position, he won't be getting as many assists. So I do think it is a bit knee-jerky just going for Paul Pogba after 1 week, as I do think there are better United attacking assets such as the likes of Mason Greenwood for the same price. And moving on to the second most transferred player for this game week, it is Pogba's United teammate in Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes is currently the top scoring player for Game Week 1 as he got himself a hat-trick recording 20 points against Leeds. Fernandes was no doubt super impressive for United as he was getting himself into some excellent positions. Over the period of 90 minutes, he got himself 4 shots, 3 shots on target and 3 attempted assists as well, with an XG of 0.75 and XA of 0.1. Fernandes was playing in a fairly central position for Manchester United, and he did have quite a few touches in the opposition box and did record 43 touches for the game. He is of course a very strong and proven FPL asset as he was the top scoring player last year, getting himself 244 points, and he has proven once again why this season he is a great asset. So I can see why many managers are transferring him in, and I would recommend that if you don't have him that you should consider bringing him into the squad. Now taking a look at the third most transferred in player for this game week, it is Richarlison. Richarlison was a late in for Everton's match against Southampton, which was only just announced in their pre-game press conference. Coming in at £7.5 million, the Brazilian forward got himself 11 points as he recorded 1 goal and 1 assist. This of course totaled to 11 points for Game Week 1 as he was a very nice attacking asset for Everton. Richarlison was occupying the left hand side more heavily, but he did have quite a few touches in the opposition box as he did record 51 touches for the game. He is coming in at 7.5 million, which is £500,000 cheaper than his teammate Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and after recording 1 shot which was on target as well as 2 attempted assists with an XG of 0.6, he does look to be nice value. Everton do have some great fixtures coming up as they face Leeds away in Game Week 2 who just conceded 5 goals to United. Then they face Brighton, Burnley, Villa and Norwich after that as well, so their first 6 matches of the season are looking very promising. So based on a very impressive Game Week 1 performance, I do think Richarlison could be nice value up top at 7.5 million. Now taking a look at the most transferred out players coming into Game Week 2, beginning with Edinson Cavani. Cavani has already seen around 60,000 managers move him out of the squads as he is the most moved on player. Cavani obviously didn't play in Game Week 1, but he is expected back on the 22nd of August, which is around Game Week 3. Cavani of course didn't play in Game Week 1 for Manchester United, but he is expected back on the 22nd of August, which is the start of Game Week 2. Whether or not he actually takes to the pitch in this game, I am not too sure, and I do think since United have a couple of other attacking assets coming back into the side, such as the likes of Martial and Sancho, I'm not too sure about Cavani's minutes. Also, Greenwood did play in striker for Manchester United in Game Week 1 and got himself a goal, so Greenwood is definitely holding his place. So since Cavani probably won't be playing for the first 2 or 3 matches and won't be getting as many minutes as we thought in general, I do think at £8.5 million he is bad value. Of course United have some nice fixtures to start and their attack does look nice as they face Southampton, Wolves and Newcastle as their next 3, but I don't think Cavani will be getting the minutes, so for that reason he's a good transfer out. Moving on, Kane is the second most transferred out player this week as he has also seen 60,000 managers move him on. This did come as quite a surprise as at the time of recording he still hasn't played yet, but is still the second most transferred out player. Currently he does lack match fitness and is given a 75% chance of playing by the Fantasy Premier League app, so I'm not sure if he's going to start for Game Week 1 or not. But I do think he should be back for Game Week 2, where Spurs face Wolves away, which is a decent fixture. Then they face Watford and Crystal Palace after that, so Spurs definitely do have a nice fixture turn after City in the first week. I do think it is a bit unnecessary to be transferring at Harry Kane, especially since he hasn't played yet. So even if he doesn't play for Game Week 1, I just hold on to him because I do think he'll play for Game Week 2 and I would expect him to score plenty of points. And moving on to the third most transferred up player coming into Game Week 2, it is Bukayo Saka. Saka has already seen 50,000 managers move him on as he could only record 1 point against Brentford. He did come off the bench and only managed 31 minutes as Arsenal were very disappointing on the night. Saka is coming in at 6.5 million and of course didn't start, and with Arsenal's attacking assets of Aubameyang and Lacazette also out, once they come back in I'm not too sure if Saka is going to be getting that many minutes. Even if he does at 6.5 mil, I do think there are better value options at his price tag, so I do think he's a nice transfer out. So just an overview of the top 3 most transferred and top 3 most transferred out players. The players that are highlighted red are a bad transfer in or out, and the players highlighted green are a good transfer in or out. As I touched on before, Pogba is a bad transfer in as I don't think he can keep up these points, as I do think he's going to be playing in a more shallow position. Fernandes and Richarlison are good transfers in as they had some nice underlying numbers for Game Week 1 and they have some good fixtures as well. Cavani is a good transfer out as he won't be back until Game Week 3. Kane is a bad transfer out as I would expect him to be back for Game Week 2 as well, and since he hasn't played yet I do think it's a bit ambitious transferring him out. And Saka is a good transfer out as well as I don't know if he's going to be getting the minutes and there's better value options at his price. Overall from this list, if I could pick the best transfer in player, I would say it's Bruno Fernandes. He of course got himself 20 points in Game Week 1, had some excellent underlying numbers and is such a good proven FPL asset as he was the top scoring player last year, and I do think United can keep scoring plenty of goals this season, so for that reason he's a great transfer in. And of course Cavani is the suggested transfer out as I don't think he's going to be back until Game Week 3, and at £8.5 million he is taking up a lot of your budget. So that's all we've got for today for the knee-jerk reaction for FPL Game Week 2. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to show support for the channel. As we're trying to hit 4k subs by Game Week 5, and also click on notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads. Also leave a comment what you guys thought of this video and are you transferring any of these players into your squads, and with that being said I'll see you guys in the next one.